music cue. Sorry, guys. It's hard to believe that just 5 years ago, Flourish opened its doors to the very first day of school with only 8 preschool and kindergarten students. What began as a small step of faith has grown into something truly remarkable. It's crazy to think that God took 2 people out of California to collide their worlds and bring them to establish a Christian academy, a little Christian academy, in the small town of Tamarindo, Costa Rica. And today, in 2026, we have the incredible privilege of celebrating another milestone in our school's history as we present the very first graduating class of Flourish Leadership Academy. To our parents, thank you. Thank you for choosing to invest in a Christian education for your children. Thank you for your trust, your partnership, and your willingness to become founding families of a new model of education and a different kind of school. Building something new requires faith, courage, and commitment, and we're deeply grateful to you that you have taken this journey with us. As we reflect on the students and their time at Flourish, we feel confident that we have prepared them not only academically, but spiritually as well. We have had the privilege of watching their faith grow and mature. We have seen them wrestle with challenges, develop conviction, and deepen their relationship with Christ. I have personally witnessed Carl challenge and encourage these students to grow beyond where they feel comfortable, refusing to let them settle for complacency or stagnation. Through the process, we have watched them mature into young leaders with character, integrity, and purpose. Today, we stand confident that they're ready for the world before them, that they're prepared not only for college, but for whatever path God has called them to pursue. Our prayer is that they will continue to lead boldly, serve faithfully, and walk closely with the Lord wherever He may lead. It's now my honor to introduce one of our seniors, Ruth, who has been with us with part of Flourish Leadership Academy throughout its entire 2-year journey. Ruth, will you come forward and share a few words on behalf of the class of 2026?
Hello everyone. Hello families, teachers, students. I feel very honored to speak up here today, although what I'm about to say is not just for me, it's from all of us. I want to truly thank all the students, parents, teachers, leaders, staff, family members, and of course God that brought us to this place and were with us all along this long way. Thank you for the support and the effort you put in this. Today is not just about working hard or finishing a project. It's not about learning or presenting. It's not about sitting down and being disciplined to finish our schoolwork. Today is about celebrating. Today we look back at our little 6-year-old self entering our first grade classroom and tell ourselves, "Look, little girl, you did it." I want you to take a second to think, if you could stop your 6-year-old self right before you enter first grade classroom, what would you tell yourself? Personally, I would say, "Hey little girl, I'm excited for you. This is going to be fun, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a long journey. It's going to take hard work and discipline. There are going to be days where you would want to quit. And it's part of it. Just know that you can do it. Don't give up. Push stronger. When things are hard, keep going. Because you can do it. I believe in you. You believe in you. And that's all you need. Just remember to have a smile on your face. You will make a lot of friends in this journey. Some even stay forever. But also, there's going to be people trying to push you back. And that shouldn't stop you from achieving your goal. That should just push you harder and show you that you're on the right path. Enjoy. Today we have students from all over the world graduating. So maybe we didn't start this journey together, but we're finishing it together. Um, sorry. We're seeing each other side by side, accomplishing this same long-term goal. Our way here was long, it was fun, full of laughter, competition to push each other to get to this day. It was full of love and empathy, and of course full of unforgettable memories, from helping each other on the harder days, to playing volleyball at the beach on beach days, to singing on the minibus on their way to build homes to people in need. This is exactly the type of people I want to be around. People that are pure and aren't fake. People that show love, not because they gain something from it, but because they actually care. When you go into a new class, you can't choose who will be your classmates. And that's usually scary, not knowing who will be around you for the next few years. Carl taught us that you're basically the 5 people you hang out around with the most. And I can proudly say that I'm very lucky to have been put in this classroom full of smart minds and loving souls. We've learned and grown so much from each other. We're truly lucky. Now, talking mostly to the adults, I think that at one point through our lives, we each had one teacher that we will never forget. For me, it is and it will always be Carl. Carl taught us things that no other teacher has ever taught us. As Ezra was close to teaching us. Carl is a clever guy. He's not about sitting in the classroom for 7 hours a day with big, thick books that try to teach us useless stuff that don't really matter. And the human brain can't actually remember all of it. Carl is a real future leader developer. And for that reason, he does not like being called a teacher. He prefers a guide or a coach. He teaches real life skills that are important and necessary, all the way from adult responsibilities that we'll have to face soon, to friendships, to the world situation and how to deal with it. And most importantly, he taught us discipline, to not give up and not drop your path. He taught us confidence, knowing your boundaries. He taught us integrity, to do the right thing even when no one is looking. He taught us power, not the one that comes from pride, but the one that showed us that we're capable of doing anything we want and need to do. He also taught us to deal with the bad and evil in this world, because there is a lot of it. He taught us balance and how it's important to do what you need to do when you need to do, but also important to have fun and enjoy along the way, because that's the whole point of life. I can stay standing up here for days, keep on naming topics he taught us, because it's endless. And I bet you that each and every one of us can do the same. Just because what he teaches is truly interesting, important, and unforgettable. I can say that for me, Carl was not just a teacher or a guide or a coach, but he was truly like a father. He taught and helped us through things that no other male character in my life has ever taught me. Going through some really difficult moments, like death and grief, to personal struggles, to stressing out about our future. He didn't give up on us. Exactly there in those moments, he pushed harder, even when he got 1,000 other things on his mind. We once did a workshop about getting to know the gifts God gave us, and realizing them and getting to know them better. So I truly hope to and look up to being as good as Carl, though I don't think anyone can, because he's unique, and that is his gift. So Carl, we want you to know that if at any point in life, no matter how big the problem, if you ever need help, just know that each and every one of us students are here for you. And just so you know, I'm going to get extra mega rich and buy you an airplane. And you really have to stop repeating stories. I think we know you better than you do. For the closing thought, interest. It's fun knowing that you're getting up in the morning to learn something interesting and important. This school gives you faith to keep going. It teaches you and shows you that there is a creator with a unique plan for each and every person. And that no matter what, no matter how hard it is at the moment, he always has the answers for you. So, thanks for all the school leaders. Thanks for Bill, McKenna, of course Carl, all the teachers that always helps, and the parents. And of course, thank you God. Last but not least, I want to congratulate all the graduates. I hope that each and every one of you guys flourishes and succeeds in life and achieve your dreams. I hope that the path is chosen for you, that you find it, and you try your best to accomplish it. Good luck to all the little students that are still on the way to get to this day. Thank you. Worship in the school.
show to embarrass all the students sitting up here. What do you think? You know what? Why don't you guys go down so you can watch it? Sorry, didn't think that one through, and then we'll kick it off. Yeah, of course you guys see it. We need to see your faces as you see it. What's this thing?
I won't pretend that we can control
It's good to laugh and have a little fun in the graduation. That was funny to see. Some of you guys look exactly the same, and there were a few pictures there that I would be embarrassed if I were you, so. So welcome families, friends that came in from the United States. What a great day. This is an awesome day. I just wanted to take a second to thank a few people, and then we'll get into how I like to do this, is to speak and embarrass each student. It'll be quick and a little bit of what I think about the student. But I do want to start because the reason I am here is because of McKenna, Abner, and Bill having a heart for God, that want our students to have a safe place to learn about Him. That is why I came here. I knew them when this was starting, and I was so attracted to that. And this has been such an honor to be here as it is. I also want to thank the Robinson family and Cassandra for taking a risk of flying to another country to start a junior high school. Nobody says yes to that, you guys did. And I'm so thankful for what you built and what you've done. And then I want to take a second to thank my family, which I don't know where my wife is. Hello. I want to thank my wife, my daughter, and my son for coming with me here to do this. For me to say, I want to go to Costa Rica and start something, and for you guys saying yes and loving me enough to do this. This has been, gotten to meet some of my favorite people because of this. Oh, this could be a long one, so let me, geez, didn't expect that. So just thank you to everyone that helped make this happen. Okay, the high school was built on a verse, 2 Timothy 1:7, which I hope everyone here knows. Can anyone say it by heart? Yeah. Everyone raise it. Good, okay, I just want to hear that. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of sound mind, or self-control. Well, I just butchered that. For God did not make us timid also. That's very important. And why I put that verse in 2 Timothy 1:7 is because that's what we want for our high school students. Not to have a spirit of fear, but of a sound mind and self-control, or another way to look at it would be a sound mind in this day and age where everything is working hard to corrupt our minds. And so they've heard this 100 times, and this is Paul's last letter. But imagine if the goal for every school in America was to implement that for our kids. To not let them be timid. To have them understand how powerful they are, how great they're made, and how they have to control their minds. Self-control is being lost. This is why we kind of linchpin everything to this verse, and they've heard it 1,000 times, but that's what we need our future leaders to do. Instead, we're teaching our students to be taught to be afraid, to be weak and need a safe place in this world. We are teaching students that love and evil are human constructs. You're just an animal and it's made up. We have handed our kids a technology-saturated world that has made it virtually impossible for them to obtain a sound mind or to have self-control. That is part of why I wanted to build something here that is different, and I know that. But our values and virtues are very important, that we understand who we are to go forward and do great things. And if we don't, the world will tell us what to do and we'll bend to their will. Going a little off script, I tend to get passionate, as the students know, but this isn't okay. So FLA, thank you for being able to build this. While not perfect, these are the fundamental things that these students need to know. And then we'll go to some meta skills, which I'm not going to quiz everyone on. But in this last year, these students have demonstrated courage, resilience, self-control, leadership, faith, and character. They have served others, challenged themselves, had to handle their own business without me constantly telling them to do their work. That's part of this growth, and this group here has done well with it. They've asked very difficult questions. We begin every single day, every day, with a Bible study that brings a Socratic question-based discussion, so we can think about why we think what we think. It's critical, and you guys have done so well. It's not normal. Go somewhere else and ask them a deep question. Ask a student at 17 or 18 a deep question and see what you get. It's sad. You guys have done so well. You've wrestled with difficult questions. You've built homes, actually built homes. Actually, there's a wonderful man we got to work with. You've grown what I have seen in your faith and confidence. You've become stronger young men and women in this last year. Some of you have been here 2 years. We'll talk to that. It has been a wonderful thing to watch, and I'm so proud of where you guys have come. Today we celebrate not only what these students have accomplished, but what they are becoming and what they're going to go out to the world and be, which are leaders. I truly believe that over at Stanford. Okay, so now let's go to each student. And I'll try not to rant and get crazy, but gosh, I'm proud of what this has become and what it is and what it will be in the future. And I want to start with a student, Ellie. I'm going to first just say a verse that makes me think of you. So this is Philippians 4:5. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. So Paul wrote this to the church of Philippi, encouraging believers to demonstrate gentleness and Christ-like character in a world that often values the opposite. Sounds like now. You have been, since the day you walked into this school this year, and I'm so glad you joined this school, you have been a bright light. You have kindness and warmth and genuine care for others. You seem to care very much about being a friend, which is a wonderful attribute in the world. Being a friend is a really important thing. You have a way of you make others feel welcomed, valued, seen. You make every room you walk into brighter. And I'm actually going to bring it to your last presentation. It exemplified everything you have about you that's so great. I know it says to you a 15-minute presentation, but what I saw was you were passionate, you were excited, you were entrepreneurial thinking, you had done all the numbers, all the research, you have this drive, and I saw it, and you presented with confidence, and to me, I was like, that's the finish line right there. Now go forth and start that business. But it was so cool to see. You also smiled, which I know is not always the same. Not always the case when you're public speaking. It's a smile. I used to have to fake it because everyone said I looked mad when I spoke. It was from my old life. But no, I'm very happy. Ellie's going to be going back to Tennessee this summer and immediately putting that entrepreneurial spirit to work by launching a power washing business with her friend. And ultimately, maybe taking some of that learning and doing something with the wedding planning business. Who knows? This could be a success from off the bat because of the research you've done. So I don't know, but I love the entrepreneurial spirit. And I'm really excited to see what you do. And now I'm going to give just a word of encouragement. So every student, I just want to say a couple things. My encouragement for you, Ellie, is to be confident. Be okay with taking risks in life, always. Get out of your comfort zone, which you've done here, but keep doing it. Never get complacent and comfortable, please. Also be careful what cookies you eat in the future. Make sure that they're okay. You are going to do awesome in life. I love the fun that we've had, the stories we've gotten to tell, all the things. There's a little inside joke there, but it's just so fun to get to know you, and I can't wait to see where you go. And I'd like you to stand up and grab your diploma, please. Okay, the next victim. I'll try to speed up, but I have so much to say. Colson. The verse I have for you, we've actually said a few times, is Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Paul wrote this verse while encouraging believers to pursue excellence and faithfulness in all they do, regardless of who they work for or who is watching. Colson has consistently demonstrated discipline, diligence, and excellence in this school. He's been here 2 years. He sets an example through his actions rather than words all the time. He leads by example consistently, and it's so unusual and awesome. He's constantly modeling what it is to be self-driven in academics at all times. When I check in with him, it is more or less just how much have you done this week? It's a wonderful thing to see. He reads everything with us in FLA. He has read Screwtape Letters, 1984, Love Does, Mere Christianity, parts of it, Man's Search for Meaning. I mean, Catcher in the Rye. You have read all the books, and you're taking 2 English courses at Liberty University. So, fun fact, Colson is also enrolled at Liberty University, a very good school in Virginia, and he's taking right now, I think, 3 college courses and 5 high school courses, while also participating in the things we do. That is an unbelievable workload. And I'm super proud of how well you've done, and I think it's amazing. And I do appreciate that you want to be part of the Socratic discussions we do. It's been wonderful. There are times in Socratic discussion that I'm a little worried that he's extremely smart. He may want to take over the world, but in my opinion, you'd be good at it, I think. So it's incredible, some of the insight and the biblical knowledge that Colson has. It's very important. He's rooted and ready for the next step. Colson has also invested in a home that he built himself with his family, and this is going to be a business for him. So while at school and leaving school, he's also running a project to build a home, to make money in the future and invest in his future. That's entrepreneurial thinking. He's already, so it's funny, some students, I'm like, you're on your way to be an entrepreneur after school, and he already is one. He already is one. And a lot of that comes from his family, and it's so wonderful to see. Colson, what I want to say to you is, your drive, your inner drive and discipline is why you are the way you are. You also have one of the best senses of humor. You make me laugh harder than almost anyone else. It's very funny. Don't forget to laugh. Don't forget to smile. Don't forget as you're working as hard as you are to have some fun too. Because hard work is fun. And that's my one thing. I know you're going to be successful. I have no doubt. But just remember to have fun along the way as well. Colson, could you please come up and get your diploma? You can see there's an order. Catalina, your verse, which you'll know well, is Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So God spoke these words to Joshua as he prepared to step into leadership and enter a very uncertain future. The reason I picked these words for you is Catalina, since she got here this year, has never been afraid to be herself. You have been your own person since you got here, and I love that about you. You pursue your passions with confidence and determination. You approach life with courage and independence. You're a highly accomplished writer, as we know. I do have to give a quick story. I watched a video of Catalina taking a really bad fall with a horse rolled on her. And we talk all the time about resilience in this school, about the metaphorically getting back on the horse. She actually got back on the horse for real after getting, in a pretty serious accident from what it looked like. It looked like you were crushed. And you get back on the horse. That is resilience, something that isn't being taught and needs to be, because the world's hard. We have to get back up. You do it. It's very cool. You're extremely bright, extremely confident, which is exactly what I want to see in my daughter as she gets older. That's important. Be yourself and continue to be who you are, and be confident. It's funny, we do some public speaking at the school. I think it's important that everyone gets good at being comfortable in speaking and articulating themselves well and all these things. And you came in and you're very good immediately at it. You hold yourself well when you do these things. You see a lot through those types of presentations, if you will. You're one of the more natural public speakers I actually have seen over all the students I've taught. So what's next for Catalina? She might be attending university in Spain, but the fact is you have so many opportunities. Who knows? I can't wait to see. There's so many different things you could do. So I have a quote for you, which is really embarrassing, from Maverick for your future and me talking to you. It's from the movie Maverick. Of course, I have to like those movies. We heard about the airplane. Don't think, just do. That is my quote to you. So in life, let God direct you. Don't overanalyze and overthink. There are times you have to go after it, but an 80% solution is better than not going after it. It's called like analysis paralysis, and that's my thinking for you is go after things. Learn along the way. Be humble. Humility is a superpower. The more you learn from others, the more pretty much you follow God's path, in my opinion. Everyone teaches me. You guys have taught me a ton, so I'm excited for your future. You have done awesome. Come on up and grab your diploma. Hopefully I hand you. If I hand you the wrong one, I'm sorry. Sorry guys, you gotta listen to me speak one last time. Malachi, I am so glad you came to the school this year. This has made it a much more fun year for me having you here. And so your verse, I think you'll know pretty well. 1 Peter 3:15. Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for hope that you have. This is Peter encouraging the believers to know what they believe and to defend their faith, to know what they're talking about. Malachi loves questions, hard questions, ideas, search for truth. He's willing to wrestle with difficult topics and has developed a very strong foundation in his faith, in who he believes or why he believes what he believes. It's not normal. It is a wonderful gift. Malachi actually changed this year for me, like seriously, in such a better way, because our dynamic of the devotionals and Socratic discussion grew. They They went up the second you sat down. That's unusual, and it's awesome. By the way, this ties into your future too, I think. Malachi wants to know the why about things. Again, that's a gift, and it made this way more fun. It also made me realize I have to know what I'm talking about. Because if I don't, oh my gosh, he's going to ask me a million questions, and then I'm going to get caught, and I'm going to look silly. It's great. Keep being like that. So something that's fun is Malachi's going to be launching his own podcast in the near future. We're talking about entrepreneurial thinking. I know his parents have invested a little bit in this. To discuss things in life that make him come alive. He'll also learn the real estate world a little bit, but I see a future for you in speaking and thinking. And by the way, possibly writing. Malachi can write. The challenge is, can I convince him to want to write? Which of course is the hard part, but your writing is phenomenal. So who knows? That's what I think you probably realize, but there's a lot of talent in this young man. Okay, so, excuse me, sorry, that's called drive. He's driven in the areas he wants to be driven. And that's a wonderful thing. Now, the hard part is starting to do the things you don't want to do also as you get older. That's always the hardest part. That's what discipline is. So for future... They cut me off. Am I back on? This one's on? Reach, great. So for you, Malachi, in your future, bring discipline into everything you do, and you will be successful. Build a foundation around everything that you do so that you can succeed. And when you work towards something, you're extremely gifted. So for you, removing distraction from your life, controlling your environment will be really important to you. I think that you will have future success in the podcast personally, and I'm very excited to do the first one with you. And I think the future's going to be really cool to see where you go. So come on up and grab your diploma, please. Okay, sorry, this is going longer than I thought it would, but it's important. So we're gonna talk to Ruth now. I put here for you Romans 5:3, which you have heard many times, but I'm going to give you the long version of this. Not only so, but we also glory in our suffering, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and character, hope. This is Paul reminding us that sometimes life is really hard. But when we get through the hard things, what do we learn? We learn about ourselves. We learn character. We learn who we are in the pressure, and then how we can have hope later. Ruth is one of the OG students. She was here from the beginning. 2 years at FLA. You made it. Good job. She spoke on behalf of the class for a reason. Ruth has excelled in everything she's done since she's been here. She's an insanely competitive surfer, so many things she's talented in, but she also has straight A's in the Sellis Academy and will be an honor graduate at a Sellis Academy. She displays daily discipline, drive, kindness, and resilience, all in one. That's why she spoke today. She also speaks 27 languages. I don't even know which one her primary is, and is an extremely talented person. So resilience, the one really important meta skill. By the way, can you guys name all 4 meta skills? Go, somebody.
Resilience, adaptability.
Yep. Well, you're the only one talking. So we believe in 4, I just wanted to see if they're paying attention, 4 really important skills to live a great life. So I'll just quickly get into it. Creativity. That is a big part of our life that we need, that AI is not going to replace, right? So resilience. Ruth, you displayed that in so many different ways. Self-awareness, knowing who you are in the image of God. And which one did I not say? Adaptability, being adaptable, moving to a new country, those things. Ruth, you display all of those things. Not everything goes to plan in life. Life is hard. What do we do about it? How do we learn? And I'll give an example for Ruth that I thought was really important in our last project presentation. Ruth was trying to think of, what do I present on for her last presentation in the high school? And I said, right now there's a lot of students grieving because of the loss of a student at a nearby school. And I said, why don't you maybe do a presentation on grief and the loss of a friend? I did not expect her to say yes. Not only did she do it, she helped everyone grieve and understand the loss of Antonio, which is a big deal in our community. She did it with such bravery and courage. It is why you stand out to me. That helps others. That is hard. You helped others grieve. We need that in the world. So Ruth technically has to finish a few courses with Acellus to graduate their honor program. She's already fulfilled everything she needs to do at a normal high school. And then we'll see after that where she goes. Maybe Spain, maybe who knows. I don't know, but I know it has been such a pleasure to get to know you, Ruth. And my words to you are simply just being who you are. Don't change. Don't let the world weigh you down like you never do, and continue to be how you are, driven like you are. And I honestly don't know what the future holds, but it's going to be unbelievably successful. I thank you for the kind words you said about me. I know I repeat stories, but you're going to do great in whatever's next. All right, Ruth, come on up and grab your diploma. All right, the verse I put for you is 1 Corinthians 9:24. Do you not know that in a race all runners run, but only one receives the prize? So run that you may obtain it. Paul compares the Christian life to a race, urging believers to run with focus, discipline, and purpose so they can finish well to obtain the prize. I've known to be the longest in this group with the exception of one person. It has been really fun. I remember coming here on a mission trip when you had that long golden hair and you were doing church with your parents in the backyard. It's been crazy. I never thought I'd be driving a motorcycle with you to high school every day that I was leaving. It's a pretty cool life. Everyone that knows David loves him. Everyone. That's part of why I know you will be successful in life. If you don't like David and you know him, then I'm kind of judging you, which is wrong, I know, but come on, how could you not? It's just there's something wrong there. You add depth to every discussion we have. You have been in the Word a lot, and it's obvious your parents have helped you grow up in the Word. David uses both his leadership and musical gift to point others towards Christ, whether he knows it or not. His love for worship and singing playing the guitar flows, and it's amazing. He's so good at everything he does, just like his parents. As the more I got to know his father, I'm like, you're good at everything you do. So are you. The problem's going to be you get to pick a lane in what you're going to do. You speak, 17 languages also, like Ruth. I can barely speak English. Your writing, on a side note, we did creative writing exercise. David knocked out a almost 50-page paper, but it's this creative writing thriller that is one of the best thrillers I've ever read. I've read it to my kids. You're an excellent writer the way you think. It's really fun to know. Didn't expect that. I love those unexpected creative things that we learn. So what's next? Well, David already has a job he started. People here see his ability, some of the leaders here. He's learning AI at a different level than most of us to help another person's company. The entrepreneurial path is what you're on already, believe it or not. So where it takes him, I don't know. But you can do literally anything you want. The big thing is, like what I said at the beginning, the verse, is you're going to have to be disciplined. You have to figure out your lane and set up your environment for success. Whatever that takes. So my future thought, main theme here is discipline. Begin by setting it all up every single day to get to where you want to get. Everything needs to be, in a way, designed. I know that's hard. But distractions need to go away. All the things. Because a driven to be, I couldn't imagine what you would do with this world. I'm not kidding. You are a force multiplier. You will do awesome in whatever you go after. Come on up and grab your diploma, please. Okay, wrapping this up, we are going to end with Aubrey Jewell, who I have known longer than everyone on this stage. Aubrey Jewell, I picked Matthew 5:14 for you. A lot of you probably know this already. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Jesus spoke these words during the Sermon on the Mount, calling his followers to shine brightly and influence the world around them. Aubrey Jewel, you have been a light. I can't really see you, but we'll go like this. Since I met you in the 6th grade. When I started that youth ministry 56 thing with Steve Carper, you showed up. And a lot of times helped me when I was like, I don't really know what to do. Especially when this other leader left, I didn't know. So I'd be like, can you help? I can't believe you have been here since the 6th grade. Then we started the 78 youth program, and there you were, in the 78. Then we started the high school, and there you were. And now here we sit, and you're graduating FLA in Costa Rica with me. First off, way to hang in there. You have seen, I wrote this down, but you have seen me at my worst many times, and you're still here. So that is really incredible. It is just a wild ride to think that you're here. I mean, it really is. You've seen my mistakes, my fails, my frustrations, my breakdowns, and you've hung in there. You are a light. Your voice, your smile, you can see in the pictures. It's like you started life wanting to sing and being bright. Your eyes were so big when you were a kid too. You're a wonderful friend. You have compassion for friendship, or for your friends. You care about friends. Do you know that part of the reason I started working with your mom was because of you? So part of the reason we started working together is because I knew you were great through the church, and once I figured out that, oh my gosh, Aubrey Jewel is her daughter, I was like, in. Like, I can't wait to work together because I knew her character a little bit because of you and your character. That's an amazing thing. I was just in the second I realized who Cassandra's daughter was. Aubrey Jewel will be attending after school YWAM, DTS, but also pursuing a dental career path. So this is really cool because what she could do is take her training to the mission field. How's that for a plan? That is specific and awesome. My thought to you, Aubrey Jewel, and what I want to say is, do not conform to the world ever. Keep being a light. We need you in the world, but it needs to be just the way you are. So never change, please. Maybe grow a little bit, but it has been just so wonderful to get to lead you these years. So come on up and grab your diploma. Okay, thank you everyone for just your patience as I get to speak to each student. It's super important to me. This whole thing has been just an unbelievable thing to be part of. So what I like to do now is a little unorthodox, but it's pretty awesome. I'm going to have the students all come down here, and then we're going to make a little circle around them, put hands on them, or reach out towards them, and have Pastor Andy pray over these kids so we can send them off with protection and prayer and all the things that we believe in. So if we could do that next, that would be wonderful. Would you guys mind just hopping down in the middle down there? And Pastor Andy, I will try to